The strange, solitary house was creepy as but it was another paycheck, and if I stopped going to strange houses, I'd be out of money. I'm proud to say that most of my clientele request regular return visits, and I charge a handsome hourly rate. The last thing I want to do is get stuck in a normal job. And that's how I afford rent in Los Angeles. True, some people are a little embarrassed to call me at first. A big part of the service is actually just putting people at ease. Hi, I'm Pat, the tutor. Relief flashed across the woman's face. Tiffany's in the dining room. The only thing she hates more than her math homework is the idea of her mom helping her. A wisp of smoke blew past as I followed into the orange and brown room, sitting next to a 5th grader with a side ponytail and a look of disgust on her face. Hi, I hear you like learning about fractions. Yeah. Are you lying? Yes, I'm basically Krampus, going from house to house with a delivery of things that children would rather not have. Mom walked me past the black and white TV on my way out the door. Thank you, I didn't hear her cry once, she explained, offering me a folded pink envelope with cash peeking out of it. I appreciate it, but the first session is always free, I answered as I reached for the knob. If you'd like to set up a regular schedule, I do all my payments on Venmo. She flashed me an odd look. What? I can also do PayPal or Zelle. An awkward moment hung between us. Just let me know by tomorrow if you'd like to meet again, and we'll go from there, I smiled, said our goodbyes, and I left. They wanted to meet again, which was great. 1:15. On Mondays is a hard spot to fill, because most kids are in school at that time. It made up for the long drive it took to get there. Being late wasn't the kind of impression I was hoping to make, so I got nervous as my watch ticked to 1:20 and I was still driving up and down the street like an idiot. It was the only house for a long stretch in either direction, and I had no trouble finding it in the dark. So why the hell was it so difficult now? I looked down at my phone again. It still told me that address was located in the empty lot next to me, but there were no houses on the entire street. I made a 4th attempt to call Tiffany's mom, letting it ring 19 times before redialing. I counted 13 more before giving up and going home. Did you know that some libraries still have microfilm? I met the next day's student at the public library and had 30 minutes to kill between sessions, so I looked up Tiffany's address in the town newspaper. I felt like I'd been losing my damn mind. Every thought kept turning back to that stupid house. I'm a math tutor. I hate not having the answer. I found the answer, and I hated it. 2 killed in fire, destroying house. Below the headline were grainy pictures of Tiffany and her mother. They'd been alive long enough for distant neighbors to rush to the far-off home and listen to their death screams, but everyone had been too afraid to go inside and help. The story was dated May 17th, 1985. The fear made me sick. I kept trying to find something I was missing, a reason that I was wrong. I'm a very logical person. There's no way I'd gone to visit 2 dead people, so the logical part of my mind turned it over and over, and concluded that the most reasonable explanation was that I'd gone to visit 2 dead people. I called and canceled my next student because my head was too fried for polynomial functions, and I drove home in a daze. I was convinced that a ghost lurked in every shadow that I couldn't see, so I spent the drive whipping my head back and forth in frustration at my inability to view literally every single thing at once. I locked my front door, closed my eyes, and turned around, relaxing my shoulders one breath at a time. I didn't know how long I needed to shut out the world, but I knew that I had to stay inside my house until I got my head screwed on straight. I just didn't feel safe anywhere else. I sighed and opened my eyes. No. Getting slowly to my shaking feet, I stared at my dining room table, wanting to look away but physically unable to do so. Step by step, I moved until I was standing directly over it. Sitting before me was a charred, folded pink envelope with cash peeking out of it.